Hey guys, it's Editing Sakila here. So a little while ago, I made a part 1 of this video. If you haven't checked that out yet, I suggest that you go ahead and check that one out first. Basically, I talk all about just ways to overcome depression, and just basically a little bit about my own journey. And without further ado, this is the second half of the video. I hope you enjoy.
Number 3 or number 2. Are you getting enough sleep? This is the big one. Sleep and brain health are I'm pretty sure they're connected. I feel like I've done research on this before. They're connected. I think also there's a study too that also if you have sleep issues or you don't sleep very well, that can actually be connected to Alzheimer's as well. So the brain and sleep are very connected. Sleep is very powerful for your overall physical health, but also for your mental health. So guys, I know, when you're younger, ultimately, it's easier to want to stay up late and say sleep is for the weak and all this, which I feel like, man, there's a time and a place for that. I had fun in college where I had nights where I stayed up and it was great. Honestly, I wasn't doing that every night, but there were nights where maybe we had something going on. They had a football game and then we got breakfast for dinner after or something like that. There's a time and a place for that. You can have nights like that. But be careful about maybe not making that your habit ultimately, because you don't want to mess up your sleep pattern too much. When you're younger, you maybe can get away with that a little bit ultimately, but even now, as a young person, I would say you want to kind of condition yourself to have good sleep health now. Because as you get older, it might be harder for your sleep to get back on track. So I'm a person for my whole life pretty much. And this is something I don't talk about a lot and that a lot of people don't really know about me. But I've had issues with sleep for most of my life. As a kid, I could not sleep for a while. I would sit there and physically try to sleep and my body could just not. And then thankfully I had sleep, what is it called? Insomnia. However, when I was about 15, thankfully, I don't know what happened, but I guess the Lord just healed me of it. But I was able to start falling asleep regularly, and I didn't have as many sleep issues, and I was able to sleep through the night. And then even up to early college, I didn't have a lot of sleep issues as well. But then lately, somewhere in my early 20s, I would say, I started having sleep issues again, where I just could not sleep. And I don't know what it was or what it is. I think maybe it was a combination of just stress. I think stress was one of the biggest things. And I don't know what else. I was going to grad school and everything. So just staying up maybe to finish things. But yeah, I feel like sometimes when your sleep is off, I remember trying to, being in my adult life, I think I'd finished college and everything. And then again, also I was still struggling to sleep. My first year of working my first kind of real job, which was last year-ish, 2020, late 2022, I struggled so much to sleep. And I think part of it was just I think my thing was I was so afraid that I was going to oversleep that I couldn't allow myself just to physically sleep. Ultimately, I think that was my biggest thing. So I would ask yourself, what is going on? Maybe, it could just be something that's a little harder to fix, and that's harder. But what is going on that is causing you not to sleep? Is there something going on that's physically that's an imbalance? Is it that you're stressed? What is it so that you can manage that, so that your sleep can get better and your overall optimal health can get better and your mental health can get better? It can even be a physical thing. Sometimes our sleep is off because there's a physical thing going on that we're not aware of. And I'm not trying to scare anyone or anything, but sometimes that's the case. It might not be, hopefully it's not a big thing. I don't know, even if it is, thankfully, we all have the Lord ultimately, and he can see us through whatever situation that we end up getting in ultimately. But sometimes there could be a physical thing going on that we're not aware of. And because of that, we're struggling to sleep. So talk to your doctor as well about your sleep issues. There's also other natural things you can do. So some people take melatonin, some people do lavender, some people have chamomile tea. So there's lots of other natural, really non-harmful things you can try too, to help fix and regulate your sleep. So I would just suggest trying to do that as well, because like I said, your sleep health is directly related to your brain health. Number 3, are you spending enough time outside? This one's pretty important too. Sometimes we spend so much time just inside and not getting a lot of sunlight, not getting the nutrients that comes from the sun. So, I mean, this varies depending on our job. Sometimes your job, or if you're at school, that's likely inside. So it can be a little tough. So I would encourage you, even just taking time to like do activities that you have to do anyway. Maybe do some of those activities outside so that you can get some time outside. Like if you're going to eat, maybe like take some time to like eat outside. If you're going to like study, maybe take some time to study outside. If you could always go for a walk. So make sure you do different things to just get some time, just have your body fully be outside ultimately. Because when you think about it, it's like man was in a garden, I don't know, I said it like that. Was in a garden. Ultimately, they were in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in Eden. So they were spending a lot of their time outside. So I feel like even on a spiritual level, our bodies in some way, shape, or form were meant to spend sometimes outside ultimately. Okay. And also, are you moving your body? Our bodies were meant to be in motion. I'm not saying you have to do like a crazy workout or anything like that, but ultimately we have to take care of our bodies. The Lord has only given us one body and he wants us to steward it and take care of it well ultimately. So definitely I'm a big advocate too for exercise. That also really helps our mental health as well. So yeah, like take some time to exercise consistently. Whether it's going on a walk, a run, going swimming. Find some type of exercise that you like and you enjoy ultimately, and then just start implementing that in your day-to-day life. And I'm telling you, more than likely, I feel like your mood will improve and you'll feel overall better in some way, shape, or form. And if it does not, of course, take the time to seek out that extra help and talk to someone about what's going on. And I think I'm going to end it there. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and took something from it. If you did, let me know what you're taking away from this video in the comment sections below. Until next time, remember that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Bye, guys.